Hey bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today we're making a cute little jar of some gorgeous soothing hand butter. As you can probably guess, this is another recipe that is part of my soothing series. So we've had some facial serum, facial lotion, and some micellar water and all kinds of other good things. And so this is another anhydrous formulation, so formulation without water, starring some really lovely oil-based stuff to make dry hands happy. Back when I first started working with stearic acid, I really fell in love with how it can effectively transform oils into butters, how it can give that rich, creamy consistency that we associate with something like stearic acid to a liquid oil. And so this is our primary thickener, stearic acid. Super important, don't mess with that. And it gives this butter its gorgeous, rich, creamy consistency. The bulk of this hand butter is two really rich, very nourishing emollients. So we have lanolin and shea butter. I find these are both great for irritated skin. Lanolin in particular is a very popular choice with breastfeeding mums for when they are getting irritated in the sort of high use areas. I've also included some herb-infused oils, so some calendula and some St. John's wort oil, and some black seed oil, which is a new to me carrier oil that I've been enjoying experimenting with. Mine was a gift from Plants Power, so a big thank you to them for that. If you want to learn more about any of these ingredients, like why I've chosen them in particular, their properties, what you can use instead, substitution ideas, please go down to the description box below this video and click through to find this recipe on my blog. I've also made sure to have encyclopedia entries about the ingredients that we're using, so you can look them up in the encyclopedia as well and see kind of what's going on, why I've chosen them, and what you might be able to use instead if you don't have them. This comes together really quite quickly, quite easily, a bit of melting of some of the ingredients and then stirring in some ingredients that don't need to be melted to help just cool everything down so that we have our end consistency sort of sooner rather than later without too much sort of faffing and babysitting. But yeah, come on, let's get started. We're going to begin by weighing our heated phase ingredients into a small little glass dish. So you're going to need 5.6 grams of stearic acid, 4 grams of lanolin, and 4 grams of shea butter, and you can use refined or unrefined, it's up to you. To melt this together, I'm going to pop it in a water bath. So this is a wide flat bottom sauté pan, and I have maybe a centimeter or like a third to a half an inch of water in the bottom of that, and I'm going to go pop this on the stovetop over a medium heat to melt everything through. While our heated phase melts, we're going to weigh out the ingredients for our cool down phase. So in this little beaker, I already have 3 grams of a calendula infused olive oil, and I have the instructions on how to make that on my website if you click through in the link in the blog. So to that, we are going to add 1 gram of St. John's wort's macerated oil, and this is from Plants Power, and it's a gift, so thank you. And 2.25 grams of black cumin seed oil. This is also a gift from Plants Power. Once the heated phase is melted through, you can remove it from the heat, and we're going to start slowly adding our liquid carrier oil, stirring between additions, and this will help cool our mixture down. Now that it's starting to get cloudy, we're going to just pull out our scale and weigh in our last 2 cool down ingredients. So this is our vitamin E and our bisabolol. And just a reminder, if you're looking for substitutions, especially for the bisabolol, this one is in the Humblebee and Me encyclopedia. So we need 0.1 grams of vitamin E and 0.05 grams bisabolol. So for a container, I've got this cute little amber jar, very adorable. I got it from Voyageur Soap and Candle. So now that this has thickened up nicely, we can transfer it to our container. Got a little leftover, we can do a little application sample. So it does spread on quite a lot like a butter, like a shea butter or something. It's definitely not a super lightweight, fast absorbing thing. It does have quite a lot of sort of heavier oils and butters in there, but small amounts applied sparingly and massaged in are just absolutely lovely for dry skin. And there you go. You just made a gorgeous, soothing hand butter. So just a reminder, if you'd like more information about this recipe, more information on the ingredients I've used, where to buy them, what you can use as substitutions, why they've been included, if you want to read the recipe, see everything written out, if you want information on scaling, substitutions, shelf life, any of that stuff, please go down to the description box below this video and click through to my blog. There's a whole blog post on this exact recipe, and then there's also entries about the ingredients in the Humblebee and Me DIY Encyclopedia so you can learn more about them. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.